I want to hear from women who are married to someone with a time consuming hobby, whether that be golfing, marathons, Ironmen, whatever it might be. If your partner has a time consuming hobby, I want to hear from you because it is not uncommon for men to have more time for hobbies and recreation than women. And oftentimes, women in these scenarios do not get the same amount of time to spend on themselves, and they bear the brunt of the childcare, the domestic labor, and oftentimes work as well. And so I'm really interested if you are married to somebody with a very time consuming hobby. I'm not saying job. If your husband is a professional golfer, fine, so be it. But if it is a hobby for them, are you getting equal recreation or rest time for yourself? If they are golfing for 8 hours on a Saturday, are you getting 8 hours on Sunday? I genuinely want to know, because oftentimes men will say things like, well, then you can also take that same amount of time. Don't get on me about how long I take doing my hobby. Why don't you just do your own hobby? And oftentimes women don't do their own hobby because men don't step up to allow them to do so. They won't take on the childcare. They won't take on the domestic labor. And if they do a half-assed job. So when she comes home from her hobby, she has even more work than she left. And so I'm genuinely interested in whether or not you find that you have the same amount of time for yourself that your partner has for themselves. Because it is wild to me how many men think they are owed this time and that their partner should have no expectations of them when they're out doing their hobby. But I don't think these men are giving their partners the same amount of space and time for themselves.